Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshvari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai. In our last chapter, we read about King Harischandra trying to figure out how to pay this huge dakshina of gold to Vishvamitra. We'll go on here in chapter 21. Vedavyasa said, "O king, at this moment, the Muni Vishvamitra, endowed with the power of tapas, came up there, very angry, as if the god of death, to ask for his wealth. Seeing him, Harischandra, fallen thus senseless on the ground, Vishvamitra then began to sprinkle water on his body. The man who is involved in debts, his troubles increase day by day. So get up and pay your promised dakshina." The king, thus sprinkled with water, cold as snow, regained his consciousness, but seeing Vishvamitra, he fainted again. At this, Vishvamitra consoled him and angry spoke to him thus, "O king, if you want to maintain your steadiness, give then my dakshina. Look, it is the truth that makes the sun shine. It is the truth that has stationed this earth in its position. What to speak more, even this Varga is established on truth, so the greatest dharma lies in truth. If the fruit of the 1,000 Ashvamedas yagyas be held in one pan, and truth be held in the other pan of balance, then truth outweighs the 1,000 horse sacrifices." Or what I need to speak all about this. "O king, if you fail to give my dakshina before the sunset, I will no doubt curse you." Saying this, Vishvamitra went away. The king also became very terrified. The wealthless king was pained by the words of the Muni, but he was more troubled with the thought how he would pay him and keep to truth. At this time, a Brahmin skilled in the Vedas with many other Brahmins started out of his house at that very place. The queen, then seeing the Brahmin ascetic close by, addressed the king in words reasonable and in accordance with dharma. "O Lord, a Brahmin is considered the father of the other 3 varnas, Ksatras, Vaishyas, and Sudras, and a son can certainly take the father's things. So it is my intention that you beg your wealth from these Brahmins." The king said, "O one of thin waist, to beg suits the Brahmanas. It is prohibited to the Ksatras. I, being a Ksatra, do not wish to take anything as a gift. The Brahmins are the gurus of all the varnas, so they are always to be respected. It is not proper to beg from a Brahmin, especially the Ksatra never asks for anything from the Brahmins. It is totally prohibited. Offering oblations, studying, and giving gifts, and the governing of subjects, and protecting those that take refuge in the Dharma, the Ksatras. But they would never ask any other man, give, and utter these words, indicative of humility, O Devi. The words I am giving you are impressed within my heart, so I will earn money from some other source and give that to the Muni." The queen said, "O king, time keeps some men in one and some state, and the same state. Again, it throws others into troubles. Time it is that gives respect to one, and again it is that time that gives disrespect to others. Time it is that makes one a donor, and it is same time that makes another a beggar. So even the Rishi Vishvamitra, learned and endowed with the strength of tapas, becoming angry, has deprived you of your kingdom and happiness, and has thus done quite an irreligious act in the shape of tormenting others. You can now judge in this wonderful workings of time." The king said, "I would rather cut off my tongue into 2 pieces by a sharp sword than I would quit my Ksatra dharma, and I would never be able to utter the words, give. O fortunate one, I'm a Ksatra, so I never ask anything of anyone. I always say that by the strength of my arms, I will earn money and pay off my debt." The queen said, "O king, Indra and the other devas have given me over duly to your hands, so I'm your religious legal wife. Especially I've got education, and I ought to be protected. Therefore, O luminous one, if you do not like to beg, then you can sell me and pay off your dakshina. The king Harischandra became grieved very much to hear these words, saying, "Oh, what a painful thing this is! What a painful thing this is." His wife again spoke, "O king, will we afterwards be burnt by the fire of curse from a Brahmin and thus lowered very much? So keep my word now. You are selling me not because that you are infatuated with desire for gambling, nor you are deprived of all knowledge by enjoyments in worldly things, nor you are selling me owing to avert the danger of your kingdom. It is that you are selling me to pay off the debt to your guru, so nothing sinful or any fault will be incurred by you. So set me and keep to truth. So sell me and keep to truth and the fruits thereof." Here ends the 21st chapter of the 7th book on the description of the sorrows of Harischandra in the Mahapuranam, Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshwari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.